So let's say the Wolves do end up with the number one overall pick. Who right now would you want them to take? Is it Mobley? Is it Suggs? Is it Cunningham? Or is it someone else? What do you think, Donovan?
Selfishly, as a Minnesotan, I think Jalen Suggs would be really fun here. But as a basketball mind, I would have to go Cade Cunningham, just his versatility, especially offensively. With his height and his length, I think he would probably be the best move for us to go there. If not to keep him, to potentially trade him away at the end of the process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Chris, who would you take number one overall?
Well, I don't think. I mean, you were saying like how if we show some resilience and start playing better. I pointed this out a couple podcasts ago, and people have been talking about, maybe we got to stop winning now because we're gonna win our way out of it. And if we go 500 from here on out, 15-15, there's 30 games left. We'll finish with about a 34% win percentage, which is like fourth right now, fourth to the bottom. So even then, we would have, a 36% chance at being in the top three, where top three pick, you've got a 40% chance. So, I mean, it's really not that much different. So I think we're almost locked a decent shot at a top three. Although Houston's trying to lose every game. And I think they'll get the number one pick. I believe that the draft is a little bit skewed, the lottery, and with Cade Cunningham being from Texas, I see Houston getting that pick. I would take Evan Mobley, and I know that's a super unpopular thing, but he's 7 foot. He moves like a wing. I think he can easily defend on the perimeter as a power forward. He's got that. Like he's got a decent stroke. He can score, but he's mainly, I mean, he can be that defensive rim protector stopper that we're really looking for next to Cat with offensive upside. I'm one of the few people that just doesn't see it in Cade Cunningham. I know he has flash games, and maybe he's so uber talented that he kind of floats and doesn't have to try hard a lot. Maybe that's what's happening. But he just lazily gallops up and down the court and slowly like gets, trapped and, passes it. Like he has so many dud games where he just disappears for so much of the game that I don't know, man. I don't like it. I mean, it's trendy to say I see a lot of Wiggins in a guy, but I see a lot of like he's not a killer. And I know he had that 140-point game, but he followed it up with like a 11-point game against the same team after, where he did nothing. I watched that game and he did almost nothing the entire game. I don't know. Like I just don't buy him. And I've talked before, I'm not a huge Suggs guy. I don't think he has the athleticism to really be a lead guard, an effective scoring lead guard. And we're deep at that spot. So, yeah, I mean, I would say Mobley would be the best fit for me and with upside. But more than likely, if we keep Rubio through the trade deadline, I think we package that pick, Rubio's contract, and every bad contract we have, and we try to get the best possible player we get. Like we'll put Wancho in there, we'll put Culver in there, and Rubio, and we'll put that pick in there, and we'll get, a near max guy. That's what I bet we'll do.
Okay. Well, for me, I don't know. It's hard to pass on Cade Cunningham, but I will say I was watching the Oklahoma State, their opening round game. He only had 1 point in the first half. Like
he does that a lot.
Yeah, he does. He does. And yeah, and I do see some Wiggins in Cade Cunningham. I definitely do. Jalen Suggs, what I will say about Jalen Suggs of the games that I have watched of Gonzaga is he can shoot. Like that guy can shoot. Like he absolutely he's a guy who doesn't need like a pass and a pick to score. He can absolutely just pull up and drain a three. So right. and I know that's definitely appealing for the Timberwolves. But I will say, I mean, with Mobley from USC, I mean, who needs if we get him, who needs Aaron Gordon if he turns out like
No.
you get a guy a lot cheaper,
Yep.
right there. And the other thing is you can pay him because Mobley will probably fall to 2 or 3 or maybe even farther. So yeah, I maybe Mobley is the answer, but I feel like the entire fan base would lose it if we didn't draft Cade Cunningham